Antigravity Batteries offers the lightest, most powerful, and technologically advanced lithium-ion motorsports and power sports batteries available. Save 70% in weight over lead-acid batteries while gaining better starting and handling performance. From daily drivers to world-class racing, we offer a number of choices to best fit your specific needs. Batteries for motorcycle power sports or automotive applications are first ever, that's right, first ever built-in jump starting, or choose from our ultra-compact batteries for race use or custom builds. Check us out at antigravitybatteries.com. Welcome back, everybody. RacerXOnline.com. I am Kris Keefer, and of course, you're staring at RedBud, Buchanan, Michigan. We are here testing all of the 2023 KTMs. One of the bikes that I'm most excited to ride is the KTM 350 SXF. Keefer, it's dirty. What do you mean you haven't ridden it? Well, we had our bikes separated. Someone snaked it, so this is not my mud. But I'm about to go get it dirty myself. This 350 is all new. New engine, chassis, everything that the 250 and the 450 came with in 22.5. This 350 now has it in 2023. So some like to call it the ultimate vet bike. I think I'm going to make that decision myself right here today at RedBud. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, RedBud MX, Buchanan, Michigan. Gosh dang, man, it's fun time here. So, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was most excited to ride this 2023 KTM 350 SXF. I've heard a lot of hype around this bike for 2023. Heard it was going to have more torque. It was going to be better, handle better. Well, I'm here to tell you guys those guys weren't very far off. So much fun. Every time I get on a 350, I have a good time, and I always wanted a little bit more. I was thinking, man, if the 350 could have just a little bit more torque, I would love to race it. Well, welcome to 2023, folks. This thing has more response, more torque, 175 pounds. You guys are lazy. You guys want to lug third gear. This thing is ready to go. I can't believe how much torque this thing puts out for 2023. The map switch, map 1 and 2, if you want more response and you want a lot of front side on your 350, map 2 is for you. If you want a little bit more of a linear feel but have a lot of RPM response and then a longer pulling power on top, map 1, that's for me. That's what I like. Even though I need more torque, I'm used to riding a 450. I want to be lazy. I want to be efficient. This 350 feels 10 pounds lighter than the 450, even though it's not. It feels like it has more power out of corners, even though it probably doesn't. But I can tell you right now, guys, you're not going to want more power out of a bike from this thing right here. I just feel like we all say, I'm going to get a 450. We're macho, we're men. We need 450s. No, you don't. Every manufacturer should make a 350 size because I feel like it's one of the ultimate CC sizes we have out right now for being efficient on the bike. You can be lazy. You can have fun. You can do all the jumps. Here at RedBud, if we were allowed to jump Larocco's Leap, which we weren't, we were instructed not to, which disappointed quite a bit of us. But it would have been a stretch to jump. I think this 350 could have did it no problem. This is how much motor it has. So compared to last year's bike, more RPM response, more torque out of the corner. I think mid-range has been improved as well. If it was me, I would probably go to a 51 tooth just to get a little bit more pulling power in third gear. It has a 52 stock. I don't mind losing a little bit of RPM response down low. This is how good this engine is. Sometimes when I come out of a corner, I can go on and on about this engine, by the way. Sometimes when I come around at the end of a corner and I just roll this thing on, that front wheel just wants to loft all the way down the straightaways. Obviously, there's lots of traction here at RedBud, but there is no lack of power coming from this 350. Last year's bike, I felt like it had way more top end. This bike might have a little bit less top end feel and more front side, which is right up my alley. I can use that to my advantage here. Coming down these off cameras, I can downshift a second, get in and out of these corners really quick. And then as I get tired, which us vet guys do, I can use third gear. It's a little bit less responsive, and it still will pull me down out of this corner, down the straightaway very well. So, unbelievable job from the KTM guys with this 350. I'm having a blast on it. I can't wait to get it back at home to ride it more. I wish this track was available at home to ride more, but it isn't. I will say this suspension on the 350 is a little bit more active feeling than the 450. It is softer natured. Coming down the hills, I want a little bit more hold up, so I go to 11 bar on the fork, and I was at 105 on the shock. But overall, the chassis, man, it's, when I say 10 pounds lighter than the 450, in the corners is where I feel that weight is lost. There's less inertia on the 350 than the 450. So when I go to lay into my corners, it flops in very easily, similar to a two-stroke feel. When I got on the two strokes earlier, that lay-in was so nice. This is what this 350 feels like. There's less engine braking on the 350 than the 450. So I got less pitching. It's just an ultimate fun bike to ride. If you guys are worried about not getting hole shots in your vet race against 450s, don't worry about it. 2023 KTM 350 engine is plenty. Ergonomically, we haven't talked much about ergonomics on the bike. I do feel like we're up higher on the 2023 versus the 22. If you guys are on the factory edition, 450, 250 feels similar, but I'm not in a pocket like I was in last year's 350. I'm up higher. I feel like I have a better control of the bike. I can pinch my legs easier with this bike than I can the older bike. And for me, I can get farther forward on the 350 here in the 2023 edition versus the 22. So that is nice as well. And what that does, it puts me in a better position coming into corners. I can move around on the bike better, and it just overall, I'm not as cramped as I was on last year's bike. So that is a plus as well. Suspension, I'm 175 pounds. Again, a little bit soft for me. You might have to either A, go to a spring conversion if you guys are looking for that sort of thing. There's plenty of those around right now that are very good. WP sells a 6500 drop-in unit that has a lot of comfort. It moves a lot, more dampening feel than this fork has right now. So that is something that I would look into. Honestly, you're paying a lot of money for a bike. I understand that you might not want to do that, but you get even more front-end traction, more front-end feel with a spring conversion kit. WP has that. But overall, man, you guys are looking to get the ultimate vet weapon at your local race series. This is it right here. You won't be as tired. You'll have more fun. And you'll probably piss off a lot of guys on a 450 because you have 100 cc's less. That's always fun. You come with a knife to a gunfight expecting to lose, and you smoke them. This is what the 350 is all about here. So had a great time riding this thing at RedBud. For me, one of the bikes that I'm really going to look forward to when I get home to ride the most. And you guys should be seeing these at dealerships July, mid-July, close to August. Not too far down the road. It seems like it gets earlier every year, but nonetheless, very fun to ride. Probably said that 75 times today. But I wish they didn't kick me off the track because I'd still be on it right now. It's a little bit late here. And we're winding things down. Tractors out there on the track, but I would still be riding. This is how much I love riding this bike. So stay tuned for more video on RacerXOnline.com. If you have any questions, Kris at KeeferInkTesting.com. I'm losing my voice because I've been yelling all day, having so much fun. And don't forget, 12 issues, $30. RacerX still has a publication. Lots of stuff to read in there, and you get a free gift every time you subscribe. So do yourself a favor, get yourself 12 issues and maybe a buddy. It's a good time. See you on the next test.